Oh, hey everybody. Trying again. It's Kate Beaters, founder of Brilliance Builders. We were having some technical problems this morning, so I'm hoping now I'm actually going to open up my laptop to make sure you guys can see me. So I don't know what the heck was going on, and then I had a hard time getting on internet, which is kind of weird. So can you just let me know if you're there? Do a like, do a heart, let me know you can hear me, all that good stuff. I want to just check over here because I've got something really important for this training. And good morning, Valerie. So if you guys can hear me, can you just let me know that you can hear me? Do a like, a heart, let me know who's there, let me know where you're from. Oh, Rosalind, thanks, lots of hearts. Yeah, I don't know what the heck was happening, and I didn't see the comments till the end that you guys couldn't hear me, and then trying to fix it and all this kind of stuff. So couldn't get the laptop to work right, so we're doing it off the iPhone. It's just technology. It is what it is, but I've got some really special training for you. Rosalind, thank you for letting me know you can hear me. You're probably wondering, like, oh, what she's saying. Well, it was really good when I was telling you guys the training was really, really good. And now I'm going to do it again for you. So good morning, Brandy. I see you're there. Brandy, I could have used you about 10 minutes ago. I did a whole live stream and there was no sound. So call me later. Good morning, Valerie. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. So you gotta just laugh at this stuff, right? It's always just technology, and it is what it is. So I'm really excited to be here with you guys. Got some really important training. Yeah, Rosalind, I did have really good info for you, and I had a couple of really great stories I was sharing with everybody. So here we go again. So anyways, I'm happy to be here with all of you from lovely, lovely Boston. And share some really great stuff with you. And if you're just joining us, please do a like, a heart, let me know you're here, let me know what I'm teaching is resonating, and even better, if this is important to you, share it with your entrepreneurial friends, because let them all learn. We all know that no matter how smart you are, how talented you are, your expertise, certifications, degrees, etc., 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 how many ever resources you hire, until you actually learn how to sell, you're not going to be able to do two things. You're not going to be able to make the money you want, and you're also not going to be able to make that difference that you want, to be able to help all those people that you want. Because if you can't get them to sell, I don't care how many books you write, I don't care how many webinars you do, I don't care how many copywriters, social media people, etc., etc., etc. If you don't learn how to do all this stuff, you're not going to be able to show up in your truly brilliant self. And that's what I want for you, and that's really my mission this year. So let's see. Rosalind, thank you so much for sharing. So today I've got some really cool training, and it's based off of, if you haven't gotten this, it's like 25 do's and don'ts for sales conversations. And if you go to effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com, you'll be able to download this lovely infographic. It's something that I spent quite a long time putting together for all of you. It's based on my, over 6 years of experience as an entrepreneur. Both things I do really well in sales conversations. That's brought me in hundreds of thousands of dollars each year, and things that I did that is like, geez, and I just want to grimace because I can't believe I did it, or things I've seen my clients do that you're just like, oh gosh. So these are really like kind of like it's a cheat sheet for you, and I thought it was so great I actually laminated it. So today what I want to talk to you about is something really, really important, and we're going to start off with a story. A lot of you know about Callie, my girl, my lovely Cairn Terrier, and the last couple of days she just didn't seem like her typical self. And what I mean by that is that she would eat, but then she just would kind of like sleep all day. And I know dogs sleep a lot, but your family member, and I knew that she doesn't sleep that much. And I was debating, should I bring her to the vet? Should I not bring her to the vet? Because whenever I go, it's a big deal, and I got to drive over there, and you wait there, and on and on and on and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I figured, what if it's just nothing, and I'm just like being this worrywart mom or something. And then I kind of just said, you know what? She's my girl. Something, I just know her. My intuition says to me, something's just not right. I didn't know what it is. So I brought her to the vet, and we had an unusual experience that we actually usually were there for like an hour, hour and a half. We were in, like, within 3 minutes, we were in the room. So thank you so much to everybody at VCA. They got us in, they got us out. And I told the vet, I gave him her symptoms, and he diagnosed it really quickly. And he said it was just like a sour stomach. He said, he goes, this is what I think it is. And he said, I'm just going to suggest give her some food tonight before she goes to sleep and try doing that and see if it starts changing how she behaves. He goes, let's start out that way. And I did that last night. I gave her some food. And this morning, oh my gosh, totally different, back to herself. She was like, I was putting my makeup on this morning. She's grabbing her tennis ball and kicking it at me like, come on, Mom, let's play. You can put your makeup on later and this is more fun. And it's just like that little tweak. That little tweak made such a big difference in how my girl is feeling, right? And you know, when you've got a family member like that, you carry them in your heart. And so to just do something that was such a small thing that made a big difference. And also to see such a big change so quickly. And I look at it that a lot of the things I'm going to be teaching you, some are going to be big that you're going to have to really focus in and implement and all that. But other ones are going to be small tweaks that you just know inside, like, I need to do this because something here is just not working the way I want it to work, and I need to make that shift. So does that sound good to everybody now that I know you can hear from me? And Lynn, I see you're there. Good morning, everybody. Let me just see who else is there. And please do a like or a share or a heart or something. Let me know who's there, where you're from, and let me know. And again, it's from effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com. So what I'm talking about today is number 14, and it's basically don't badmouth your competition. Now, when I was in corporate, I will confess to you that we did that, right? I mean, that was kind of how we worked. And if you came from the corporate world or business world, you kind of did a lot of that, you know? And it's kind of like all about pumping yourself up while you are so great, your company is so great, and these other people, you know, they're jerks, they don't do what they say they're going to do, they're overextended, their people aren't good, their customer service is bad, they don't deliver what they say, all this stuff, right? I mean, that's kind of what people did, you know, and it was just kind of what was expected, and it was part of doing business. Now, in the entrepreneurial world, a lot of people say, you know, there really is no competition, and I believe that up to a point, and what I mean by that is that I truly believe that people will be attracted to who resonates with them. So, for example, there's a zillion business coaches out there, but people, when they resonate with my message, they're going to be drawn to me as opposed to Sue or Joe or Jane or whomever, right? My message is going to be what attracts them. So it's the same thing that's why I don't look at it as competition, because we want to attract the people that we work best with. It's very different in corporate than when you're selling a widget. But the other thing too is that it is important too, because sometimes people will be talking to other people. Maybe they're checking out other people to see who they resonate with best. So it is important to understand that too and know who are they talking to. Not just as a way of like, not to badmouth that person, but more just to kind of get some good information, because if they are talking to other people, what is it that they're looking for? Maybe it's something that they don't realize that your offering or service has. But maybe it's also too that, you know, there's a different style they like better. And if that's the case, you don't want to have to remake yourself, turn yourself inside out to be that other person. You want to be who you are. And in that case, you just kind of bless the person and give them to the universe. But what you don't want to do is deliberately badmouth the other person during a sales conversation. And I'll tell you, I had something happen to me my first year of business. A client of mine who I've been working with for a couple of months happened to speak to a more seasoned coach out there who'd been someone doing it for a couple of years, and this person, when she said, "Oh, I'm working with Kate Beaters," the other person said, the person didn't even know me really, and all she said was, "I'm a much better coach than Kate." Now this person, A, this person doesn't know me really, B, has never worked with me, and C, this person was at that point was miles ahead of me, income-wise, client-wise, etc., in terms of the level of their business. And so when someone says something like that, all I could do is really look at it and kind of almost a way, you know, feel bad for that person because they were that insecure, they had to push me down. And, you know, I just bless them and give them to the universe. But understand that if you do that during a conversation, it doesn't make you look good. And if ever you're tempted to go there, or you have done it, you may notice too, like your stomach doesn't feel good, maybe it tightens your back, because it's kind of like your inner guidance is saying to you, your inner brilliance is saying, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't lower yourself. As I put it, Michelle Obama said, like, when they go low, we go high, right? And it's the same thing, that you don't want to go into that place of bad-mouthing somebody, because there's no need to. There's no need to. There's other ways of making yourself shine without making someone else look less than. So I just want to see, are any questions, comments, thoughts about what I just mentioned? And good morning, Dawn. I see you're there. I'm sharing one of my strategies from the 25 do's and don'ts, and when you go to effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com and you register for my upcoming webinar, you'll be able to download this infographic. And it's something for you just joining. It's my 6+ years put together of things that have worked really, really well for me in sales conversations, and things that I shouldn't have done, and things I've seen my clients, when they first come to me and they're telling me they're doing it, and I'm like, no, no, no. So this is kind of a cheat sheet for you to help have more successful conversations. And I thought it came out so great that I actually had it laminated, because I want a constant reminder of what's good, right? And some of them may sound, or maybe things that you never thought of. Some of them may be things that you just need to create some awareness. And also, when you do go to effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com, you get to register for my upcoming webinar, where I'm really diving into sales conversations. I'm actually going to be teaching you what I say. And I believe that's really important. Not so much that you can mirror exactly what I say, but that you understand, because the sales conversations, there's absolutely no way to grow your business the way you want to do it, to help as many people the way you want to help them, and C, to make the money, whether the money's for vacation, for a bigger home, to give back to your community, to donate, or just to stick in the bank. There's no way you can do that unless you understand and master sales conversations. And I know a lot of people say to me, okay, I don't need to do that because I have flat fees. Okay, I don't need to do that because whatever. You're wrong. You are so wrong. You don't understand that every time you put yourself out there, you have to sell yourself. You have to. Even if you give somebody a price list, you have to sell yourself. You have to. There's no way getting around it. People fool themselves on a conscious or subconscious level, and we're going to be talking about that on the webinar. But you still have to sell yourself. You still have to. Even if you've set fees, even if you're only charging $5 an hour, you still have to sell yourself. Even if you write a book, you still have to sell yourself. Whatever you do, you still have to be selling. But selling doesn't mean that you're being a used car salesman, or it doesn't mean that you're selling snow to an Eskimo. That's not what I'm talking about. It's learning how to do it from a place of authenticity and a place of opening up opportunities to somebody. So what questions do you all have about what I shared today, or any questions about sales? Take a peek and see. Refresh this. And if this is resonating, which I hope it is, please go ahead and share it with your community. Click like, click send hearts, all that kind of stuff, and get the word out, because I honestly think, well, I'm kind of on a mission, because I think there's kind of two types of people. There's one type of person who understands, they know that they need to master sales, and they're on a mission, they're going to learn how to do it. And yay, I welcome you, because I've got so much to share with you. And the other group of you, you're like hiding behind saying, I don't need to do it, and you're got all sorts of reasons, excuses, things like that. But ultimately, you're playing a small game, and you're hurting yourself. And so I'm hoping that as we have these conversations, that you're going to understand that there's a way you can learn to sell that feels good, that feels authentic, and draws all the right clients and experiences and opportunities to you. That's what's most important. So I want to remind you, if there are any questions, please go ahead, post them, share it with your community, and again, invite you to my upcoming webinar next week, effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com. Go ahead and register. Space will be limited. I do like to teach very intimate style, so I am limiting the size, so it's important, if you are interested, go ahead and register. Even if you don't know if you can make that date, go ahead and register anyways. You'll get all the information, and you'll also get this lovely downloadable infographic, which has all your 25 do's and don'ts to make your sales conversations go better, which is what I want for you. So before I go and get on with my day, I just want to see, are there any questions or thoughts? Anything I can help you with on the topic? Just take a quick look. And for those of you who stuck with me, I know we had a couple of times today where we had little technical glitches, so thank you guys for sticking with me, and till I got the sound working. And Deborah, I see you're there. Dawn, you're there. So good morning, ladies. So let me just see, any last questions? I know that it always takes a teeny bit of a delay. I'm just double checking. Okay, it seems like everybody's good, so stay tuned and go ahead, register effortless. Oops, let me actually put that, oh, I don't have that there. It's effortlessenrollmentsecrets.com, and I'll see everybody in the training or before one of my live streams. So everybody have a great day and be brilliant.